my dear children. I hope you all have enjoyed your holidays and also the coming festival you all might be waiting eagerly. But the studies should also go on side by side. In the previous class, in the previous week, we studied history chapter. We completed the question answers, the keywords and the exercises. Now today we are going to start with the geography chapter. Children, chapter 7, human environment interaction, transport and communication is not in our syllabus. So we will be leaving chapter 7 and starting with chapter 8. The name of the chapter is Human Environment Interaction, Tropical and the Subtropical Region. In this chapter, we will be studying about the Amazon Basin and the Ganga Brahmaputra Basin, which falls in the tropical and subtropical region. We will be studying these two areas in very much detail, like the climate, the rainfall, the wildlife and everything related with these two basins. So let's start with the explanation. So children, in the beginning of the chapter, let's see what are tropical region and the subtropical regions. So the tropical region is a region of the earth surrounding the equator, that is the area nearby the equator. It is limited in latitude by the Tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere and the Tropic of Capricorn in the southern hemisphere. And these latitudes correspond to the axial tilt of the earth. The tropics, they are also referred to as the tropical zone and the torrid zone. The tropics include all the areas on the earth where the sun reaches a subsolar point, a point directly overhead at least once during the solar year. Children, this means that it is that area where the sun's rays falls directly over this region, which is directly overhead at least twice during the solar year. The tropics are distinguished from the other climatic and biomatic regions of earth, the middle latitudes and the polar regions on either side of the equatorial zone. So this region or this area is distinguished, is different from the other climatic regions of the earth, and the middle latitudes and the regions which are in the poles, that is the polar regions on either side of the equatorial zone, that is in the northern side and in the southern side. Now let's discuss what is subtropical region. The subtropics are geographic and climatic zones located roughly between the tropical circle of latitude, the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, and the 38th parallel in each hemisphere. Subtropical climate regimes can exist at high elevations within the tropics, such as across the Mexican plateau and in Vietnam and Taiwan. Children, no need to go in so much detail. Just we have to discuss what are subtropical regions. The subtropics, they are the geographical and climatic zones located between the tropic circle of latitude, the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn, that is the Tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere and the Tropic of Capricorn in the southern hemisphere. The between area, it is known as the subtropical region. So we will be discussing with these two tropical region as well as the subtropical region and the areas or the basin which falls in these two tropical as well as subtropical region. So now see what is the meaning of basin. A basin is a depression or dip in the earth's surface. Basins, they are shaped like bowls with sides higher than the bottom. They can be oval, or circular in shape, similar to a sink or tub you might have in your own bathroom, and some are filled with water, others are empty. So till now children, you might have got a full picture of the basin in your minds, in front of your eyes. So what is basin? It is a depression or dip in the earth's surface. They are shaped like bowls, either sides with sides which are higher than the bottom. They are oval or circular in shape, like a tub or a sink, and these everyone have seen at their homes. Basins are formed by forces above the ground. So they are formed by the certain natural forces above the ground, like the erosion, or below the ground like the earthquakes, and they can be created over thousands of years or almost overnight. So for their formation there is no particular time period. They can be created over thousands of years or they can be created in just one night. The major types of basins are river drainage basins, structural basins and ocean basins. So children, there are three major types of basins and they are known as river drainage basins, structural basins and the ocean basins. So first we will discuss in short what do we mean by river drainage basin. It is a river drainage basin is an area drained by a river and all of its tributaries. A river basin is made up of many different watersheds. So first we will be discussing river drainage basin. What is it? It is an area which is drained by a river as well as its tributaries, and it is a basin made up of many different watersheds. Children, now the question might be coming in your mind, what are watersheds? So watershed is a small version of a river basin. Every stream and tributary has its own watersheds which drains to a larger stream or wetland. These streams, ponds, wetlands and lakes, they are part of a river basin. The Mississippi River Basin in the US is made up of 6 major watersheds: the Missouri, the Upper Mississippi, Ohio, Tennessee, Lower Mississippi and Arkansas Red-White rivers. So children, till now it might be clear in your mind what is a watershed. Watershed is a small version of a river basin, that is, it is a small part of a river basin, and every stream and distributary has its own watershed which drains or which falls down into a larger stream or wetland. So these streams, ponds, wetlands, they are a part of a river or they are a part of a big river basin, and these are the 6 major watersheds like the Missouri, the Upper Mississippi, Ohio, Tennessee, Lower Mississippi and Arkansas Red-White rivers. So is it clear children what is a watershed? Now every river is part of a network of watersheds. So every river is a part of a big, or we can say the network of watersheds that make up a river stream's entire drainage basin. And all the water children in the drainage basin, they flows downhill towards bigger rivers. As I have told you in the beginning also of this river drainage basin, means that every river bed or water bed is a part of watersheds which make up a river system's entire drainage basin, and all these water drainage, all these water beds, watersheds, they flow down towards the bigger rivers like the Peace River in northern Texas is part of the Arkansas Red-White watershed. It is a tributary of the Red River. The Red River is a major tributary of the Mississippi River. which flows into the Gulf of Mexico. So children, whichever river basin is there, whichever river watershed is there, finally it goes, its last destination is a big river basin or a big river system. The Amazon basin in northern South America is the longest in the world. So which is the largest basin in the world is, it is the Amazon basin. And where does it lie? It lies in northern part of the South America. And the Amazon river and all of its tributaries, they drain at an area more than 7 million square kilometers. So children, let's discuss about the Amazon basin location. So today I will be giving you a brief introduction of this Amazon basin location, and in the next class we will be discussing in more detail about this Amazon basin location. So children, the Amazon basin is the part of South America drained by the Amazon river and its tributaries. So what is Amazon basin? It is the part of South America drained by the Amazon river and its tributaries. The Amazon drainage basin covers an area of about 6,915,000 kilometers square, or roughly we can say 40% of the South American continent. And this basin, it is located in the countries of Bolivia, Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, Guyana, Peru, Suriname and Venezuela. And most of this Amazon river basin, it is covered by the Amazon rainforest, which is also known as Amazonia. And it is an area of dense tropical forest, and this is the children, you know it is the largest rainforest in the world. So this is a brief introduction of the Amazon river basin, that as to where it is located. In the next class we will be studying in more detail, that is everything about this basin, where it is located, what are the rainforests, the climatic conditions, the rainfall, the wildlife, the natural vegetation, everything about this basin. I hope you all might have understood the small terms, the introductory terms which we discussed today, like the tropical region, the subtropical region, the river drainage system, the watersheds and everything which we have discussed. For better understanding, for proper learning, children, go through the chapter and read the introduction of the chapter to get a more clear picture of what do you mean by tropical and subtropical. Also go through the Amazon basin, everything in detail about this basin, so that in the next class when we will discuss about this basin, the whole picture will be clear in your mind. That is all for today. Thank you. Have a good day.